Milieu therapy, therapeutic community. So milieu therapy is also called therapeutic community. We know there are some standards of psychiatric nursing. Standard 5C says the psychiatric mental health nurse provides structures and maintains a safe and therapeutic environment in collaboration with patients, families, and other healthcare clinicians. This is a prime responsibility of a psychiatric nurse to provide a safe and therapeutic environment. So, meaning of milieu is French for middle. The word milieu came from French that mean middle. The English translation of the word is surroundings or environment. In psychiatry, therapy involving the milieu or environment may be called milieu therapy, therapeutic community, or the therapeutic environment. Environment is used in therapy or treatment of a patient. Goal of the therapy. We can say goal of the milieu therapy. The goal of milieu therapy is to manipulate the environment so that all aspects of the client's hospital experience are considered therapeutic. Here, the environment can be manipulated as per requirement of patient so that the patient or client can consider all the experiences as therapeutic. Second one, within this therapeutic community setting, the client is expected to learn. We form a therapeutic community for patient and we expect from patient that he can learn with this environment. First, adaptive coping. We can say strategies which are healthy in way to deal with stress. Interaction, it is nothing but communication. Relationship skills, to maintain relationship with nurse or clinicians or family members, there are some skills like empathy, communication, conflict, commitment, love, etc. So, a patient can learn relationship skills through therapeutic community or milieu therapy. That can be generalized to other aspects of his or her life. Whatever he can learn with this setting, and he can generalize all learned things to his life. Definition: milieu therapy is scientific structuring of the environment in order to effect behavioral changes and to improve the psychological health and functioning of the individual. Milieu therapy is a scientific structuring of the environment. We construct or make an environment to produce desired result for patient, to change his behavior which may be maladaptive, and improve patient's psychological health and his functioning. We can improve in this way. This definition is given by Skinner in 1979. Program of therapeutic community. How the therapeutic community is programmed. First, Care for clients in the therapeutic community is directed by an interdisciplinary treatment team. There is one team who direct the program or who plan for treatment of a client is interdisciplinary treatment team. All disciplines are involved here. Then an initial assessment is made by the admitting psychiatrist, nurse or other designated admitting agent who establishes a priority of care. Initial assessment is made by primary assessor. He may be psychiatrist or maybe nurse or any other designated person. Then the interdisciplinary team determines a comprehensive treatment plan and goals, therapy and assigns. The team determines comprehensive treatment, which is holistic, based on holistic care of patient. On that holistic care, the plan is based. Then intervention responsibilities, whatever may be planned should be intervened and responsibilities should be distributed. All members sign the treatment plan and meet regularly to update the plan as needed. The plan should be in written form and all members of the team have to sign on that paper and they have to meet regularly to update the plan whenever, wherever needed. Then, depending on the size of the treatment facility and the scope of the therapy program, members representing a variety of disciplines may participate in the promotion of a therapeutic community. Size of the treatment may be long or short. Disciplines are needed as per the need of patient. According to that, members participate in the promotion of a therapeutic community. Members of the interdisciplinary team. We know interdisciplinary team regulates or directs the program. So, who are the members of the interdisciplinary team? Interdisciplinary team may include psychiatrist, clinical psychologist, psychiatric clinical nurse specialist, psychiatric nurse, mental health technician, psychiatric social worker, occupational therapist, recreational therapist, art therapist, music therapist, psychodramatist, dietitian, chaplain, etc. And already we have learned about job responsibilities of all members. So these are the members of interdisciplinary team. Then we have to know the role of a nurse in milieu-therapy. Role of the nurse in milieu-therapy. First, milieu-therapy can take place in a variety of inpatient and outpatient setting. It is based on patient's need. It can be given in inpatient setting or it can be in outpatient setting. In the hospital, nurses are generally the only members of the interdisciplinary team who spend time with the clients on a 24-hour basis. So, nurse is very important in milieu-therapy because nurse only spend time with patient on a 24 hours basis. Assume responsibility for management of the therapeutic milieu. As per need, nurse has to assume responsibility for management of the therapeutic milieu. In all settings, the nursing process is used for the delivery of nursing care. Whatever the setting is, outpatient setting or inpatient setting, the nursing process is used. The nursing process must used for the delivery of nursing care. It means nursing care should be given according to nursing process. Ongoing assessment, diagnosis, outcome, identification, planning, implementation, and evaluation of the environment are necessary for the successful management of a therapeutic milieu. It means nursing process is required to deliver a qualitative care to patient. In the therapeutic milieu, nurses are responsible for ensuring that client's psychological needs are met. In the therapeutic milieu, nurses are responsible for ensuring that clients' physiological needs are met. Here, nurse has to know what are the needs of a patient. Physiological needs are also important to assess by nurse. Nurses are involved in all day-to-day activities that pertain to client care. Nurses are involved in all day-to-day activities that pertain to client care. Whatever is done for patient, whatever therapy is given to the patient, in all therapies, in all activities, nurses are present or involved, because nurses are key member of the team. Suggestions and opinions of nursing staff are given serious consideration in the planning of care for individual clients. Nurses' suggestions and opinions are valuable in planning, and suggestions and opinions are considered very seriously in planning. So, a nurse has to suggest properly. Information from the initial nursing assessment is used to create the interdisciplinary team plan. In initial stage, whatever is assessed by a nurse can create or is useful to develop a good plan for treatment of a patient. Nurses have input into therapy goals and participate in the regular updates and modification of treatment plans. In planning, in modification of planning, there should be nurses' input. Improvement of a patient, changes in patient, result of therapies, result of medicine, whatever it may be. So, nurse has input to participate in planning or updating or modifying the treatment plan. In some treatment facilities, a separate nursing care plan is required in addition to the interdisciplinary team plan. There should be interdisciplinary team plan, but other than that, a nurse have her own or separate nursing care plan. When this is the case, the nursing care plan must reflect diagnoses that are specific to nursing and include problems and interventions from the interdisciplinary team plan that have been assigned specifically to the discipline of nursing. Nursing care plan should be like this, that can reflect the diagnosis of patient. It depends upon nursing care plan, we can say. Clients must be encouraged to perform as independently as possible in fulfilling activities of daily living. A nurse has to encourage the patient to perform his or her activities independently as much as possible. Ongoing assessments to provide assistance for those who require. If a patient needed assistance, then a nurse has to provide assistance. Assessing physical status is an important nursing responsibility that must not be overlooked in a psychiatric setting that emphasizes holistic care. If we provide holistic care, then we have to observe patients' all needs, all status, physical, social, psychological, spiritual, and all. Reality orientation for clients who have disorganized thinking or who are disoriented or confused is important in the therapeutic milieu. Reality orientation for clients, those who are disoriented or may be confused. For this, a nurse can use clock with large hands and numbers, calendars that give the day and date in large print, and orientation boards that discuss daily activities and news happenings can help keep clients oriented to reality. Nurses should ensure that clients have written schedules of activities to which they are assigned and that they arrive at those activities on schedule. There should be an activity schedule. According to that schedule, a client can perform his activities properly. Some clients may require an identification sign on their door to remind them which room is there. If a client is confused or disoriented, then room number or any identification mark will be required. On short-term units, nurses who are dealing with psychotic clients usually rely on a basic activity or topic that helps keep people oriented. So, when a nurse deals with psychotic clients, she should use basic activity or topics to help the patient. Management of medication administration on inpatient psychiatric units. Medication administration should be prompt in inpatient units. In some treatment programs, clients are expected to accept the responsibility and request their medication at the appropriate time. It means a person can be taught or encouraged to take medicine at appropriate time. Encourage clients to be self-reliant. It means a nurse has to encourage the client to be self-confident, self-dependent. Nurses must work with the clients to determine methods that result in achievement and provide positive feedback for success. Nurse with client has to work to determine which methods are beneficial or useful or successful. Nursing in the therapeutic milieu is the one-to-one relationship that grows out of a developing trust between client and nurse. The nurse has to treat each and every individual as a existing being. To develop or to grow trust in between. Many clients with psychiatric disorders have never achieved the ability to trust. So the nurse has to know. If this can be accomplished in a relationship with the nurse, the trust may be generalized to other relationship in the client's life. If trust is developed, it can be generalized with patients or client's life. Within an atmosphere of trust, the client is encouraged to express feelings and emotions and to discuss unresolved issues that are creating problems in his or her life. If trust is developed, then the atmosphere will be like that, as an atmosphere of trust. In this environment, patient is encouraged to express feeling, whatever he feels, whatever his emotions. He can discuss unresolved issues which are making problem for him or her. Setting limits on unacceptable behavior in the therapeutic milieu. Some type of behaviors are unacceptable, so the nurse has to limit, and it is the responsibility of nurse only that she has to teach the patient which type of behaviors are unacceptable. These limits must be established, written and carried out by all staff. This type of limits should be in written and carried out by all staff members, those are working on that setting. The role of client teacher is important in the psychiatric area as it is in all areas of nursing. Whoever teaches the acceptable behavior can be generalized in all areas of nursing. Nurses must be able to assess learning readiness in individual clients. As we know, the law of learning readiness is there. So when we are going to teach something, we have to know, or we have to assess the readiness of an individual client. Some topics must be individualized for specific clients, whereas others may be taught in group situations. Some topics may be important for some specific clients, so it should be individualized. One to one we have to teach. Some common topics we can teach in group. So these are the responsibilities of a milieu-therapy nurse or a psychiatric nurse in milieu-therapy. Patient education points. There are some points to educate patient. Ways to improve self-esteem. We have to teach the patient the ways to improve self-esteem, how he can learn to respect himself, to become confident, which methods can be used to improve self-esteem. We have to teach the patient. Ways to manage anger appropriately. We have to teach the patient anger management. Stress management is also important to teach, how the stress can be managed. Identify the increasing anxiety and reduce its progression. If anxiety is increasing in any ways, how the patient can identify and how he or she can reduce the progression of anxiety, we have to teach the patient. Normal stage of grieving and behavior associated with grieving. Grieving means sadness or feeling for a loss. So there are stages for grieving. So we have to teach the patient to respond for grieving. Assertiveness techniques. Assertiveness techniques can help us to live a healthy life, and it helps to respect others with expressing ourselves. So we have to teach the patient relaxation techniques, how a person can relax, medications, whatever medications are given, how the patient have to take the medications time to time. We can teach the patient effects of substance on the body. Substance abuse patients have to know the effects of substance on the body, why he should leave that thing, how he can leave that substance, etc. Problem solving skills. Problem solving skills a person or a client has to know. So we have to teach the patient problem solving skills, how he can solve his problems. Thought stopping and thought switching skills. Negative thoughts disturb a patient, make stressed, make anxious. So thought stopping technique should be known by patient. And thought switching skills, how he can switch his thoughts from one topic to another. Sex education, the patient may have sexual disorder, so we have to teach him or her about safe sex. We have to give sex education. Good nutrition is required in all aspects. Parental guidelines we have to provide if the client or patient is child. So this is all about miliotherapy.